I'ma do what I do, so do you, hey.
Is an inspiration to all petrol heads. A guy that could do almost anything with a car. Insane control, total bravery, and unbelievable skill. There were so many aspects to his professional life. Shoe designer, world rally driver, X Games competitor, designer of epic cars, and of course, YouTube sensation. He was always a fan of rallying. As a teenager, he would catch up with the WRC at any chance he could, which was tricky as it wasn't televised in the US back then, something Ken would later change. The jumps, the dirt, the guts of the drivers, and seeing normal cars being pushed to the limit absolutely captivated him. And most importantly, they made him think he could one day do the same, something he never felt for categories like F1. And just as millions around the world today see Ken, there was one particular driver that inspired him, Colin McRae. They would actually later become good friends, sharing a pure enjoyment for the car itself. In 1994, Ken co-founded a shoe company with his friends Damon Way and Clayton Blenn. They wanted to create a shoe for skateboarders that just wasn't available at the time. Together, they created DC Shoes. They would go on to be a massive success, with Ken at the heart of it all. The clever advertising strategies that Ken helped to create aligned them with pro athletes. They would sponsor these athletes and celebrate them in their adverts. This would be how Ken would meet a lifelong friend and collaborator, motocross legend Travis Pastrana. He decided that at the age of 37, without any competitive experience, he was going to become a rally driver, something he had always dreamed of since Colin McRae captured his imagination. And Ken set his target high. He wanted to race with his friend Travis Pastrana. Unsurprisingly, Ken would achieve his aim of racing with Travis when he convinced Subaru to let him drive their iconic Impreza WRX STI in Rally America in 2005. And luckily for Ken, he felt at home immediately. He finished an incredible 7th in his first ever event. Another event that would define Ken Block's career was the X Games, the extreme sports competition in the world. Ken would compete in 9 of them, taking 5 medals home with him in the rally car event. But the 2007 competition must have topped the lot. He would race and beat his hero Colin McRae in the X Games 13 Rally Car Special, pushing the Scotsman into a flip in the process. And Ken would compete in rallying until 2018, making it all the way to the WRC, the pinnacle of the sport. Not bad for someone who didn't start until they were 37 years old. During his time in the WRC, he would become only the 4th American in history to score points. And in fact, more Americans have actually been to the moon than that. In the process, his wider profile brought the sport into the mainstream, attracting new American fans to the sport. In 2010, he left Subaru to join forces with Ford and founded the Monster World Rally team, driving their Ford Fiesta RS WRC. His team would compete in the WRC and World Rallycross Championships, scoring points, podiums and wins until Ken hung up his gloves in 2018. He would change the team's name to Hoonigan Racing Division to match his newly founded YouTube channel. This was because of the success of a series of videos that Ken had produced to satisfy an itch, the same itch he shared with Colin McRae. Just to have fun with a car. In 2008, Ken posted a video on the Ken Block Racing YouTube channel titled DC Shoes Ken Block Gymkhana Practice. This video showed Ken blasting his 530 horsepower Subaru Impreza around a disused airfield in California. It's 4 minutes of high-octane drifting, donuts, and close calls with all sorts of obstacles, including a man on a Segway. Over the next 14 years and across 5 YouTube channels, Ken would release 11 more Gymkhana, 2 Climbkhana, and 1 Electricana videos. The sheer production of these videos was crazy. Ken and his team shut down areas of at least 4 cities. Now, onto the cars. Ken had quite the garage at his disposal, and there was one that really stood out to me. He started out using the Subaru Impreza WRX for his Gymkhanas, but as his partnerships changed and moved to the Ford Fiesta, a WRC car that Block labelled the hybrid function Hoon vehicle, these 2 cars with his distinctive black, white and fluorescent green livery looked so cool being blasted around sideways in these early videos. But not quite as cool as Ken Block's craziest creation and my favourite, the Hoonicorn. Based off the 1965 Ford Mustang, in its final version, this custom-made monster had a 6.7-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine that generated an incredible 1,400 horsepower. It featured a 6-speed manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, and it could hit 60 in 1.8 seconds. But my favourite is his Climbkhana, blasting this monster up Pikes Peak, one of the most dangerous hill climbs in the world. and Ken decided to make it even harder. But just 2 weeks ago in early 2023, Ken passed away in a horrific accident whilst racing around on a snowmobile on his ranch in Utah. The motoring world lost a true trailblazer, an inspiration to petrol heads and content creators alike. Myself and the team here at Driver 61 are massive Ken Block fans, and we will miss him and what he did.
So right now, for me, this is a very sad video to make. Rest in peace, Ken Block. So yesterday, I got, as I guess most of the world got to, we lost Ken Block to an accident. So yesterday, Ken Block died. For me, and to many other car enthusiasts, Ken Block was an idol. Someone big in the car world who made it and made their dreams come true and really truly lived it. And for him to lose his life like that and be elsewhere, for me, it's really sad. Like I said, like, for me, Ken Block was like goals, honestly. He is someone you wanted to live his life to reach what he accomplished. And that was pure awesome. The way he drove and moved those cars, he really made those cars come alive. I think that's something I'll always remember about Ken Block. He was really a showsman and not afraid, and like really like full, like 100. Like, if you watch his videos, you understand, like, this dude, awesome. And like, it just sucks. Like, they do really go too soon. I guess he died at 55. For me, that's still young, like, because he was still making, making shit happen, making his dreams come true, and pushing these cars to their limits, and driving like only he can. That's something that's gonna be missed. Is looking forward to what he's doing next, his new adventure, his new project. That's gonna be the part that most of us are gonna miss, because every time he came out with a video, oh man, it's raining. It was a banger. So you always look forward to it. It was something new and refreshing and thrilling. It was amazing to watch. For me, that to me is like the part that you're gonna miss the most. That the journey's over. But he'll live on through our memories and through the same accomplishments that we want to reach for ourselves, as he made it happen. Oh, shit, man. Like, this is sucks. Like, this is really not a video I wanted to make, but I feel like I had to make it. It's saying, like, I feel like I'm saying goodbye to someone that I know. Just because I wanted to live up to the expectations. Like, shit. Now you're just looking over us. Like, his driving skills, impeccable. Like, the way he those cars, man. Those fucking cars. The way he moves them. Like, shit. Damn, I don't know. I just feel like I'm rambling now. I just felt like I had to make this. Rest in peace, Ken Block. Oh, man. I guess I'm gonna sign this out. That being said, it's been Moon and Eggs. Rest in peace, Ken Block. Like, honestly, when I saw that on Instagram, I think I was just scrolling, and there was only one person that posted it. I'm like, wait, it has to be a joke, because I noticed when I went to his Instagram, he was posting about the trip. Like, he was posting it, so you got to see like the moments before. And then this morning, I tried to go see, and it wasn't there anymore. So that part was like much more sucky when they already announced that he passed, and he was like, yo, like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It was just like a shocking moment. Like, I felt baffled. Like, whoa, that dude's an ox, man. Like, that dude's a strong ass neck. Like, go. Oh man. Like, this is really a really hard ass video to make. Like, I already tried signing out, and I'm here still babbling. Shit, dude. Like, you really left some expectations to fill. Like, shit, dude. Like, I don't even know if someone's gonna be able to, like, drive like you. Like, shit, dude. Like, the people who try, even me, to get to those skills, like, wow, we have a long way to go. Because the way he just fucking rode, he wasn't scared. I mean, alright, I'm just talking with alright, with that, rest in peace, Ken Block. This is for you. Cheers, man. Rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace, man. And this one's for me. And this one is for me. Cheers, homie. Rest in peace, Ken Block. Rest in peace, man. You would really be missed. I have a lot to step up to now. Don't even know how I'm gonna achieve that, but I'm gonna make it happen. Rest in peace, man. guys been with me, Migs. Signing out. Rest in peace, Ken Block. Like, shit. Later. Until next time, when the journey continues.
I'm that man on the moon. I'm up on the moon.